everyone, so today I'm going to show you on how you can go ahead and create up that pant. You just saw right there, it is a very easy one. So I've just drawn my base point. I'm going to mark from the waist to the hip depth. You know, when you're making up a normal pant, right, from the waist to the crotch depth, all right, from the waist to the knee line, and from the waist to the line of the pants, your desired length. And if you take note, you notice that pant is not a pant that it's like it touches the. So I'm just going to connect those points up straight. I'm going to come here and do the same thing. So I have, and this pattern is one of the easiest ones you can ever line. Here the crotch depth. Here I have the knee line. Here I have the length. So I'm going to go ahead from on the waist. I'm going to take round hip divided by 4. I will mark that up here. I'm also going to come here and mark it up here, and I'm going to do the same thing here. And if you take note, when I was marking this, I did not minus my waistband. So automatically my waistband is being included right there, but we have to go ahead and reduce that up. So once I'm done doing so, now to get up the crotch extension right there is to take 1/4 of the hip and divide it by 4, or you take round hip divided by 20, whichever way you prefer. Is up to you. Now this part I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch. You can do 3/4 inch. I'm doing 1/2 inch here. I'm going to go down by 1/2 inch. Right, so this is what we have. I'm going to connect this part up like this to meet up like so. Okay, sorry, I'm going to run it up like that. You can use your curve ruler if you have one, right? And I'm going to connect it to meet up these points up here. I don't know where I have that small tiny French curve, so just connect it up to meet that 1/2 inch we went down, and I'm going to bring it up here like this here. Now once I'm done doing so, the next thing I'm going to do is to put 1/4 of the waist, round waist divided by 4. And I'm going to connect this part up like this to meet up the hip depth line. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead now minus my 1 inch for the waistband. My 1 inch. For my waistband, we have something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and give up my curve. I have full tutorial on Anita Handmade Creation on how you can go ahead and create a basic pant pattern. So I'll go ahead and divide whatever I have here by 2 and draw a straight line all the way straight. Remember, we are creating up a basic. I want to take you through on how you can go ahead and create up this pant. It's quite very easy and simple on how you can do so. Knee line, you take the round knee, divide it by 2. Assuming your round knee is 4, divided by 2, then divide it again by 2. You come here and take round ankle, divide it by 4. So after doing so, what I'm going to do is just to go ahead now and connect this part up like this, and we roll these lines up. I'm going to come here and also do this part up, connect this up like this. Sorry about that. So if you notice, this is what we have, but there is one thing we didn't do. We didn't get the lap line. Normally your lap line from the crotch depth line is always around 3 inch downward. So make sure that you get your lap line. You don't just connect it directly to the knee line, okay? Lap line. You always get the lap line. So we have something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that up. This is what we have, okay? What you do is to extend it up, the crotch extension. Then here you're going to go like this by 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1/2 inch. Connects, no, you 1/2 inch or 1.5 inch, connect it all the way like this. Can you see that? And then here you're gonna do 1 inch, 1 inch, connect it all the way like so. So we have the back, and then if you notice here, we come down by 1/2 inch, but for the back we don't come down, but instead we're going to go up by that 1/2 inch. This is just a small pattern. If you're making a normal pattern, you're supposed to go up from here by at least 1.5 inch. All right, for a smaller size, for a hip of 38. But if for a bigger size, go up by 2 inch, and from here you go out like this by 1.5 inch. Here, whatever you have for your cross extension, you multiply that by 2, or you can just go ahead and add 1.5 inch like I did. But for this pattern, I'm not going to be kneading up the back because the fabric of this pant we're going to work on is a very stretch one. It's a stretchy fabric, so there is no we're not going to be needing, any zipper, but you're supposed to cut up the back, okay? So meaning that you're supposed to cut your back first before cutting up the front of the pant. Like I said, this I am cutting up. I'm not cutting out the back because I'm just going to show you on how to do this on the front only, but you apply the same method on the back. So this is what I have. So this is my white paper. This is what I'm going to do. I will just quickly go ahead now and place this up, hold it up so it would not move when I am working. So I'm going to place this up like this here, like so. I'll just pin it up so it should not move. Now this is what I am going to do. All right, watch what I'm going to do right there. Now you want to go ahead and trace up these points up like this. Sorry, bring it up, down, all the way here like this. You see what I've just done? Now this part, what you're going to do is to do a straight line like this, right? And the line is going to be the same. And now you want to connect this part up here. I'm just tracing this part up and bring it all the way here. When you get to this part, what you're going to do is going to bring it up like that, depending on how flat you want it to be, right there. And you're going to bring it up like so. You see what I've just done there? Cut it up like this. From here, bring it up, all right, and like that. Mark up a point right there, and you're going to just roll it down. This is a very simple pant, and it is being made with a very stretchy fabric. It is made with a stretchy fabric. Now I have to go ahead now and flip this up so you people should see it look like. Okay, so I hope you find it helpful. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like for more, comment up to share. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you some other time. Bye.